Alright, so, I'm going to talk about the new trailer of Ghostbusters The Frozen Empire. A Ghostbusters movie I'm a little more interested in. Like, I have a little more optimism. But then again, I was very optimistic about Afterlife, and then I watched and really didn't like it. I really didn't care for Afterlife at all, as you guys know. Also, if I sound funny, as you guys probably know by now, I'm still coming down from having the flu, and that's why my voice sounds so different. Anyway, so this movie does look a lot much. It looks much different. It has a different feeling, and while it's using characters from the first movie, I did see that movie, so I know what's going on here. It's not like, who the fuck are these people? So yeah, what I love about this trailer and about this movie, and even like the director of this film also said this, is that a lot of the inspiration for this movie came from the real Ghostbusters, which I really like that. I really enjoyed that cartoon, and it really does feel like the cartoon, just kind of like the banter and the villain itself. And here we get to see more of said villain, which I think they said the villain's name is Githroka or Githraka. It's something with a G. I remember it being leaked on, like it basically got revealed on in Funko Pops. And I always liked villains who use, like, ice powers. I always liked, characters who use, like, ice abilities. And I really like the idea that it basically scares the life out of you and freezes you with fear. So that's a really cool idea. I also saw that they're using a lot of practical effects, especially for the return of Slimer, which I think we all kind of expected that Slimer was gonna come back in here. I would imagine if they are really taking notes from the real Ghostbusters, I would have to imagine that they would be making Slimer kind of like the. I would actually not be surprised if they make him like a mascot by the end of the movie for them of having Slimer just fly around. But this movie also looks like what we've been saying for a lot of Ghostbusters movie, where it looks like it's going to be a new generation getting the reins from the original Ghostbusters, and it is cool to see. It is really cool to see Gene in a Ghostbusters uniform in live action, because we always saw that in animated shows. I am kind of a proponent that Gene and Egon should have gotten together, and those should have been her grandkids. But whatever. The story looks fun. I'm curious to see if they will basically have if they will be willing to kill off anybody. I doubt it, but I'd be shocked if they took out one of the characters. Please, if it is, don't be Winston. Please don't be Winston. Anyway, I will say that it was kind of a neat scene to see the library ghost again. Even though I am getting, and this is not just this movie. It's movies in general doing legacy sequels, and that is basically making so many callbacks to the original film, and I'm just like, eh. The only thing that could have been worse if they did Vigo again. Oh, God. If it was a repeat of Vigo, I'd have been like, oh, God. So thankfully, we got a totally new villain. Hopefully, it will not tie into Vigo at all. Hopefully, there's no connection between the two characters. But, yeah. Yeah. All in all, it does look like a solid movie. It looks like but then again, like I said, Afterlife looked really solid too, and then it just did nothing for me. It did nothing for me as a film. It did nothing for me with story. It was just... It was not... I just did not like it. I genuinely did not like that movie. So I'm really hoping with the, returning cast and being in there and having it, rather than just being like, oh, the Ghostbusters were in there, and isn't that cool? Here it's like they're actually back together and fighting ghosts together, and maybe they'll be able to play off the new characters, which I did not like any of them. So maybe having them play off the original cast and having a bigger setting rather than some buttfuck town. Maybe that'll work better, and maybe I'll like these characters more. Who knows? Also, can't go wrong with Patton Oswalt. You really can't go wrong with Patton Oswalt in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, I'm really hoping new scenery, having the old cast play off the new cast, it'll convince me that, and maybe it'll make me go back and watch Afterlife. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not going back and watching Afterlife. Fuck that. Anyway, so yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about this movie. But you guys tell me in the comments below. What did you guys think of this new trailer for Ghostbusters, the Frozen Empire? Did you guys like it? Hate it? Do you think this will be where the old Ghostbusters retire or something else goes on? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time, Multiverse.